questions.
All right, question period. Here we go.
After 10 costly budgets, deficit budgets from these Liberals, they've ballooned the debt, the cost of groceries and housing. Canadians now deserve an affordable budget for affordable living. The Prime Minister promised that people could judge him based on food prices, but those prices have only gone up, and the number of people using food banks has doubled. So will the government work in cooperation with us, with our proposals for an affordable budget and affordable living? The Honourable Government House Leader. Mr. Speaker, we will certainly work towards affordability with an affordable budget, but the opposition leader is making proposals that he wouldn't even put in his own election platform. 6 months ago, Canadians gave us a mandate to present a plan to spend less and invest more, and that's what we're going to have on November 4th. And I hope that the opposition leader will not trigger Christmas elections and that he will support our budget. Clearly, the Government House Leader doesn't want to trigger an expensive election over an expensive budget. But Canadians should not have to choose between an expensive budget or an expensive election. They should be able to choose an affordable budget for affordable living. And that's what we're proposing. For example, scrapping the tax, the industrial carbon tax on farmers so that Canadians could buy affordable food. Will the Prime Minister accept that proposal? The Honourable Government House Leader. Mr. Speaker, we announced a series of steps going to affordability, including school food programs and automatic registration for benefits that should reduce poverty among Canadians. But each time we propose an affordability measure, the opposition leader orders his troops, he orders them to vote against them. So which foot is he dancing on? Either he wants to help Canadians or he wants a Christmas election. Which is it?
Mr. Speaker, Canadians cannot afford a 10th costly budget that drives up the price of groceries and housing. What they need, in fact, is an affordable budget for an affordable life. This Prime Minister, though, has driven up the cost of the bureaucracy, the consultants, and therefore inflation, so Canadians are paying more for everything. We have put forward common sense proposals to make life more affordable, like eliminating all the hidden taxes on food. Will the Prime Minister put partisanship aside and work with us on an affordable budget for an affordable life?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Well, happy days, Mr. Speaker. There will be an affordable budget for an affordable life presented in this House on November 4th. And we certainly hope the opposition leader will order his troops to vote for it instead of ordering the very nervous ones to vote against it and cause a very expensive Christmas election here in Canada. Will the opposition leader tell his very nervous troops to vote for our affordable budget on November 4th?
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
There he goes, trying to use a costly budget to trigger a costly election. And we know what he wants to distract from the fact that this Prime Minister has broken every promise he's made by triggering a costly election on a costly budget. But, Mr. Speaker, Canadians shouldn't have to choose between a costly budget and a costly election. They can choose an affordable budget with an affordable life. And we're putting forward the proposals on how to do that, like eliminating the industrial carbon tax on our farmers who feed us. Will they take our positive, collaborative ideas for an affordable budget and affordable life? Yes or no?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
There he goes again. There he goes again, Mr. Speaker, with the imaginary taxes. More and more and increasingly, Mr. Speaker, in his own caucus, he has imaginary friends. So this leader of the opposition opposition understands, as all Canadians do, that they gave us a mandate 6 months ago for stability, for calm, not slogans, solutions, affordability, get a trade deal with the United States, and yes, Mr. Speaker, bring a plan and a budget to build a Canadian economy very strong.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, that member and the Prime Minister are trying to provoke a costly election on their costly budget. They're again playing costly games. But this is not about games. This is about the people lined up at food banks, 2.2 million of them. That number has doubled since this government took office 10 years ago. It's about Jacqueline Stone, who says it's heartbreaking. It's hard. It's just tough making ends meet. She says that she feels embarrassed and disheartened to have to turn back items when she's at the checkout and her bank account goes empty. Will the government reverse course and bring in an affordable budget so that people like Jacqueline can have an affordable life?
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Families.
Well, let's hear from another person in Canada who's doing really important work as well, and that's Kirsten Beardsley, the CEO of Canada Food Banks. And she said with proper long-term investment and improved access, these kinds of initiatives are showing early promise for greater adoption and expansion. She also said that we should make the school food program permanent, that we should help the lowest income workers, Mr. Speaker, that we should increase access to affordable housing, Mr. Speaker. That's all in our budget, Mr. Speaker. We know, we've been talking about what's coming. We hope these guys will get on board and stop standing in the way of Canadians.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, these Liberal programs do not feed children. They feed bureaucracy, consultants, lobbyists, and insiders. And we know that because since they brought in all of these promises, we've seen food bank use more than double. By the government's own admission, 25% of kids go to school hungry after 10 years of these Liberal policies. Why? Because the more this government spends, the more things cost. Every dollar they spend comes out of the pockets of hardworking Canadians. Haven't they learned their lesson after 10 years that we need an affordable budget so Canadians can have affordable lives?
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Families.
Well, Mr. Speaker, it's clear that the Leader of the Opposition's driving for a Christmas election. He'd rather do that, Mr. Speaker, than stand up for the moms and dads across this country who are looking for affordable childcare, who want us to make the school food program permanent, Mr. Speaker, who want to invest in women's safety, Mr. Speaker, in shelters and homes and wraparound housing, Mr. Speaker. That's what Canadians want. They want things that are going to help their families and their communities, and these guys are threatening to take it all away.
The honourable member.
He just ignores what he actually said and just goes off rambling about something else.